Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing awesome and staying safe out there. Today's video is going to be about how to set up your test kit for the state boards for a manicurist license. So first step over here, I made this process pretty simple. So you can get these kits from Amazon, or your school can provide them for you, or there's different places which will sell these kits. But it's so simple, you can make them yourself at home. So I'm gonna walk you through how to do that today. So first things first, you will need a duffel bag, or what I used was a toolbox, those big toolboxes from the hardware store. And they can be rolled around as well. So that gave me plenty of room, and it had a lid on top of it. The reason why that helped me and why I like that better was every time you take one of these baggies out of there, they want you to make sure that the lid is closed at all times. So they don't want the disinfected stuff to get contaminated in any way. So every time you pull a bag out, it's easy to just shut the lid instead of zipping it up and unzipping it all over again. So your first step will be the table setup. The table setup will have two bags. The first one is 2 garbage bags, a roll of tape, and a pair of scissors. These will be the ones which you have to start with, sticking them on either side of your desk. They have to be the tall garbage bags which touch all the way down to the floor. And make sure they're labeled. One has to say trash, and the other one should say soiled linen. So that's that with the first bag. The second bag will have Lysol wipes or any disinfectant wipes, a bottle of alcohol, and sanitizer. So I would suggest having a sanitizer bottle with a pump, and then the alcohol with the spray, which works perfect because every time you're going to sanitize your hands so many times that it will just be so much easier to just have the pump instead of, opening and closing the bottle over and over. So that is your table setup. We're all done with these. The next bag will be clean linen. So this is really just 2 towels folded, and you will be using this for your manicure service. So just 2 towels folded, and you make sure that each of these bags, like in the last one, every bag has to be labeled. Just like the inspection, for the exam as well, they love anything and everything that is labeled. They take it very seriously. Just make sure you don't have any random object or anything that is just blank. They want to see everything labeled, and that will give you your points. So this says clean linen right on there. So your first service is going to be the manicure service. Please get a bigger Ziploc bag. That's all the size that I had, and I just ended up cramming all of it in there. So make sure you have a bigger Ziploc bag that is sealed, because you can't have anything that is open like this. So bigger Ziploc for this service. So let's tell you what is in this bag. We have the manicure bowl in here. I found this at Sally Beauty's. You can order it again from Amazon. You get everything on Amazon, and you have them in different colors. This is all I found, so this is what I had. So this is the manicure bowl to soak your hand in. The next one is this plastic clear box, which is nice because you can see inside what it has. Make sure, again, it's labeled. This says disinfected tools and implements. So make sure they are going to be looking at that. So make sure it's labeled like that. Now this has a nail brush, a buffer, a nail file, an orange wood stick, and then I have 2 Q-tips here. So these long kind of Q-tips. You can also get a wood stick, which has, the pointy edge on one side and then a Q-tip on the other, a cotton on the other side. But if you don't have that, then these are perfectly fine. One will be to push your cuticles when you have the cuticle softener on, and the other one is to wipe off any nail polish that you overpaint or something. They do allow you to do that, so your manicured hand looks perfect. Cotton balls. Again, I wrote cotton on the Ziploc bag. just make sure everything is labeled. It doesn't hurt. It's not going to bother you or bother them. Paper towel, small square pieces of paper towel. When you spray the alcohol on your fingernails on the mannequin, and you want to make sure that you wipe with these. These are the lint-free square paper towels. So I always keep more than one. Anything you have, make sure you keep more than one, just in case you drop one or one gets ruined. You always have another one and you're not going to go into a crazy panic. The bath wash. So this is the bath wash that goes into the bowl to soak the hand. Nail polish remover. Non-acetone nail polish remover. Just remember that hand has plastic tips. If you use acetone on them, those fingertips, the nail tips will melt right off. So make sure it's non-acetone. Cuticle softener, and then lotion for massage. Lastly, to make your hand look all pretty, we have the base coat, your color, and then the top coat. For these bottles, I pretty much came up with this video last minute, just whatever I could gather at the salon. I used what I had, but I would suggest going to either Walmart or Target, and in their travel section, they have these small little plastic bottles, which are really nice and compact, which you can fit easily in your bag. They're the travel size ones, and you can put your cuticle softener, lotion, and stuff in there. Just make sure that you have a label on it saying what it is. So that is that for the manicure. Your next service will be the nail tip service. The same clear box, disinfected tools and implements, okay? A nail file, a buffer, and a pair of scissors to cut the tip with. Your nail tips, which say nail tips, make sure that they say nail tips on there, and there's definitely more than one tips in here. If you ruin one, you have more. Again, as I always say, more is always better. Lastly, please do not forget the nail glue, because you can't really stick your tip without the glue. And that is it for the nail tip service. Next service is going to be nail wrap service. So let's see. Again, please make sure everything is labeled on the corner of the bag. I used a black marker because it'll be more visible, but you can do it whichever way you want. Another box labeled again. Nail file, pair of scissors, and a buffer. I hope you can see this. It says nail wrap and orange wood stick. So we have a couple wraps in there. You'll be so glad you had extra with you. So make sure that you have at least 3 in there, just in case. They give you a lot of time. If you mess up on one, you can always take it off, use another one, but you will have that security with you, and you don't want to be flustered at that time. And an orange wood stick in there. Square paper towel, your resin, and the activator for the silk wrap. This activator that I have is a spray-on one. I found this again. There was this kit of it at Sally Beauty. So this is what I got from Sally Beauty, and this is a spray-on activator. The one that I used for my exam was a brush-on one. So if you have that, or you have this, whatever your school will also kind of guide you with what they prefer and how your kit should be, but this is a very simple way. So these are the things for the silk wrap service. Your last service will be the sculpture service. Now, I ran out of Ziploc bags and I had to use this. Please do not use this because this is very flimsy. You don't want to be dropping things. Please use these sturdy Ziploc bags. So now we get to see what's in here. So a nail file, you can have it in one of those hard cases again, or just in a Ziploc bag, as long as it's covered. your monomer or acrylic liquid, your acrylic powder, primer. Don't forget the forms. I don't need to say this again, but I have a couple extra forms in there just in case I ruin one. Your acrylic brush to sculpt the nail. And then 2 glass containers. I have 2 glass containers over here with lids. So once you get in your exam and you start doing the service, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to dump these into those glass containers. You're dealing with monomer. Please make sure that these are not plastic. They will melt right off. So you want to make sure that it's glass containers that you pour this liquid and powder into. All right, guys, that was all the prep that you needed to get your kit all together. And that is that. Those were all your services, and they were all, in their individual Ziplocs. So that was the easiest way I could tell you, and that's how I passed my practical exam. Now, please do make sure that you check with your state and your school or the instructor that you are with. This is just what worked for me, and this is for the state of Michigan. Another tip, your hand. The hand that you bring with you, if you can, try to find the very flexible, soft one. It will be so much easier to file and work with. If you don't, it's going to be fine. But this is just a tip. I really do think these softer ones work a lot better than those hard hands. So this was definitely a tip that you will find useful, and make sure you have a roll of paper towel with you. This one's almost dying out, but make sure that you have a full one. These 2 things will go on top of your bags in your duffel bag or your toolbox that you buy, or any box that you buy with you to take to the state board. So make sure that these 2 things go on top of there. And good luck, and hope you have fun preparing your own kit. If you liked the video, please share, subscribe, comment below if you have any questions and I can help you out. Please let me know. I would love to answer any questions that you have. Other than that, please wait for the next video, which will be another useful video on how to prepare for your actual state board exam. Take care and see you in another video. Bye.